Welcome to Cryptoon, your weekly source of Web3 knowledge. Don't forget to like, share, and click subscribe. Dude, did you hear about Doodles launching their superpass for DoodlesTV? It's all happening on Coinbase's Base, that new Ethereum Layer 2 thing.
Yeah, man, they're really leveling up from just being NFTs to this full-blown Web3 entertainment gig. DoodlesTV sounds like a massive upgrade.
Totally. If you snag a superpass, you get all these cool perks like exclusive drops and even chats with artists. They're turning it into a community thing where you can replay stuff and catch premieres together.
And it's not just about watching. Season 1 has this animated special Dullsville and the Doodleverse, with tracks by Pharrell, plus early peeks at music videos before they hit other platforms.
Right, and they're dropping these unique on-chain album artworks too. What's the damage for a superpass?
It's super cheap, dude. Only about $7 in ETH. You get to keep all your passes in the studio on their site. And if you're an original Doodles NFT holder, you get into all Doodles TV events for free.
That's smart. After the NFT market took a hit, Doodles is diving deep into digital shows and music. They've even set up Doodles Records and are dropping an EP with Lil Wayne and Sway Lee.
Yeah, Jordan Castro's been clear about moving beyond NFTs. Wants Doodles to become a major media franchise. This Doodles TV and record label move is just part of their big plan to rock Web3.
Yo, Clyde, did you catch that Animoca Brands is teaming up with LayerZero Labs?
Yeah, I saw that. They're all in on making interoperability a big deal across their Web3 projects. LayerZero is becoming their go-to standard for connecting different blockchains.
That's legit. They've got projects like Mochaverse and Open Campus already using LayerZero's tech to let tokens hop between chains without all the usual hassle.
Open Campus sounds cool, man. It's this decentralized education thing where people use EDU tokens to manage and access the platform. They're even hooking up with schools and orgs to spread their reach.
And Animoca's pushing this hard, huh? They want all their 540-plus investment companies to use LayerZero.
Exactly. They're not just about gaming anymore. Yatsu, their co-founder, is super pumped about creating a more connected Web3 world.
Makes sense. And with over 3 billion gamers out there, smoothing out blockchain issues could be a game changer.
For sure. Plus, they're planning hackathons and events to get more devs on board with LayerZero. It's all about making cross-chain gaming and ownership simpler.
Brian Pellegrino from LayerZero is stoked too. He thinks this partnership is going to make digital experiences way smoother for everyone. Did you hear about Manchester United launching their own Web3 fantasy football on Tezos?
Yeah, man. It's called Fantasy United. Fans can collect digital cards of the players, even the new guys like Joshua Zirkzee and Lenny Yoro. They've got classic rare and ultra rare editions.
That's sick. And they update with real-time stats?
Exactly. You can build your squad and score points based on how the players do in real life. Goals, assists, you name it.
It kicks off with United's match against Fulham, right?
Yep, August 16th. And they've got this cool setup where you can compete in mini-leagues with your mates.
What's this about early access?
Oh, if you own their original The Devil's Digital Collection, you got early access to these trading cards. Everyone else started collecting from July 31st.
Man, United is really stepping up their digital game. What did that Ronan Joyce guy say?
He's all about how these cards let fans dive deeper into the game, collecting the entire first team and even playing those cards in Fantasy United.
And all those free digital collectibles they've been giving out at matches?
Over 750,000 claimed last season alone. They're building a serious digital fan community on Discord.
Did you hear about Trump getting all into Bitcoin now?
Really? That's a huge flip from his old stance. What's going on?
He's totally on the Bitcoin bandwagon. Even launched some Bitcoin-themed sneakers called Trump Crypto President High Tops Bitcoin Orange and Luxurious Black.
That's wild. How's the crypto crowd taking it?
They're eating it up, man. The sneakers sold out super quick, and they're reselling for crazy prices. Like one pair listed for almost $70,000 on eBay.
Wow, that's nuts. And he's raking in campaign donations from this?
Big time. pulled in about $25 million at a Bitcoin conference in Nashville. Even got a massive 12.8 Bitcoin donation from a businessman.
So, he's calling himself the crypto president now?
Exactly. Promising to shake up the current regs and make things more crypto-friendly. Definitely trying to scoop up the tech and investor crowd for his 2024 run.
Quite the strategy. Using Bitcoin sneakers as a campaign tool is something else. What's next for him?
Just more blending of politics and crypto, I guess. Even dropped a Bitcoin NFT collection recently. The game's changing, dude. Hey, did you hear about Notcoin launching a new Web3 game with Lost Dogs and Getgems?
Yeah, I read something about that. Notcoin's been on fire, right? Pulled in over 30 million users super fast with that viral clicker game.
Exactly, but now they're pivoting to something deeper. They're launching this story-driven game where players can use lost dogs and NFTs as characters. Sounds like they're trying to create a whole community movement instead of just being another crypto game.
Sounds cool, but what's up with the shift?
Well, their tap-to-earn thing was huge, but it wasn't sustainable long-term. They ended the mining phase right at its peak, on April Fool's Day, no less.
Classic move. So they're going all in on storytelling?
Yeah, Madtail, the chief barking officer over at Lost Dogs, says life's like a narrative, and they want the game to reflect that. They think despite the trend towards quick game mechanics, people want real stories.
I can see that, but are NFTs still a big draw?
Apparently, they believe NFTs enrich the gaming experience by boosting ownership feelings. Like Atari's using NFTs for access to its on-chain arcade.
Interesting, so they're mixing old school gaming with new tech. What about earnings? Still a thing?
Definitely. Players can still earn Notcoin tokens and some new in-game token in this revamped setup. Sounds like they're experimenting with different concepts to see what sticks.
Risky, but could be rewarding. When's it all kicking off?
They're starting with early access soon and then rolling it out to everyone. Gonna be interesting to see if they can match the hype with something more substantial this time around. Dude, Ledger just hiked the price of their Stax wallet by 40%. Now it's selling for $399.
What? That's steep, man. Wasn't it like $279 just a few months ago?
Yep, but they've also rolled out a cheaper version called Ledger Flex for $249. It's smaller with a 2.8-inch screen.
Still, man, people are peeved about the delays on the Stax pre-orders. Some have been waiting months.
True, but both devices support major cryptos and NFTs. Plus, they're pushing a software update for two-factor authentication with NFC tech.
Handy for security, but did you hear about the supply chain issues? That's what's causing the delivery snags.
Yeah, they're saying those problems are why the Flex is out now, available for immediate shipping from July the 26th.
Well, at least they're trying to sort it out. And with the Ledger Live app, you can keep the firmware up to date and verify your device's authenticity.
It's a mix of cool tech and a bit of a wait, but it looks like they're stepping up their game with these options. Hey, Clyde, heard about RTFKT's latest drop? Project Animus finally got revealed.
Yeah, I saw that. After teasing it since last October, they've rolled out these digital creatures called Animus. They're meant to sync up with CloneX avatars, right?
Exactly. Each Animus has its own unique look and elemental powers. They're moving away from the usual rarity traits to something more dynamic.
That's sick. Wasn't there something about a collab with Takashi Murakami, too?
Yep, Murakami designed the first Animus, named Saisei. It was part of their teaser last April. And remember the Experience? That live event where you could walk around their virtual research facility.
Oh, totally. And didn't CloneX holders get a chance to claim an Animus egg?
Right on. They had until March this year to claim, then there was that month-long incubation event. They used a point system to boost the odds of getting a rarer Animus.
Man, it's all about the exclusivity. How many eggs were there?
Only 20,000 in total, and no plans for a public sale. The cool part? There are 88 special edition Animus coming up, including some mythic and shiny types.
Wild. So it's not just about collecting, but actually enhancing that CloneX universe. What's next for them?
Post-reveal RTFKT's planning to release Artist Edition characters for CloneX holders. It's another layer to their expanding digital ecosystem.
No doubt, RTFKT is shaping up to be a heavyweight in the Web3 space. Can't wait to see how these Animus evolve in the game.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Until next time, keep pushing boundaries and exploring the digital cosmos. This is Clyde.
And Jeremy signing off. Catch you in the next episode.